opening comments about today's game?
I think it was a fabulous match for us, and we're working hard, and I think that we're really embracing, and I hope that everyone was able to see it, but just celebrating a lot more and coming together as a team. So even in the past, when we win a point, a whole sequence, and it was a routine sequence, our team did not celebrate. So now we're really focusing on celebrating, and we talked about really coming in and working hard and defending our home court. We have to do a much better job of when teams are coming in. We need to establish our presence on our home court.
Zahar and Izzy combined for 41 of your 49 kills today. Talk about their two performances.
Yep, Zahara and Izzy, just looking at the stats, I think one of the things that we noticed, and it was a strategy a little bit, obviously we needed to attack a certain part of that net against Gordan, so therefore that's why we really went towards the outside with both our outsides.
I mean, and not only that, like I said, told Zahara, she hit 370. That's probably the best she's hit all year. Izzy hit 256, the best they've hit all year. I mean, you were getting efficient. There wasn't many mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. There's moments that we talk about at practices in terms of lowering our errors. There's times throughout the season that there's times we would have like 13 errors per set. So we're really focusing on minimizing our serving errors, minimizing our receive errors, and along the way, our offense has always been there. So now that we're doing some of the other things and minimizing our serving errors and being a little bit better on our passing, the offense can kind of show up like it should. So
you guys get out to a 2-0 lead, and then the third set happens. I think they scored the first 5 points, and it feels like we just never recovered.
Yeah.
However, how do you feel about your response in the fourth?
The fourth set was, tremendous, and that was something that I think last weekend when we were up at Western New England, it really showed as a group, we really felt that it's never over until it's over, and we've got a group of players, and we talk about it at practice of just grinding and playing point by point and not really focusing on trying to hurry up and finish the game. So the response going in the fourth set was, okay, well, that's one set, but we have the capacity to be able to just be patient, play point by point, and it will be fine.
It felt like in that fourth set you guys were really in control. You're up 19-14. They call a timeout. Next thing you know, it's 21-21, and then you had to call a timeout. What was your message to your team at that moment? So
I know going into that timeout, just kind of letting everyone know that just don't worry about as in terms of trying to hurry up and finish the match, but just focusing on the single task that we have to do. So if you have to pass that ball, you got to pass that ball. If you have to hit that ball, you got to hit that ball. Trying to set up the play, the strategic play. We knew that we needed to go towards a certain location of that net, so we said, let's just get a pass and let's put that ball on that side of that net and see what happens. We get that point. Let's just go back. Don't worry about trying to finish the match. Let's just try to get that serve in. So just trying to really focusing on letting everyone know, be in the moment. So whatever position they were, they had to perform the task that they were asked to do at that one moment.
Where's this team improving? Because do you feel like every time you get out there, you're taking great steps forward?
Absolutely. I think this team is improving a lot, and we're learning. I mean, when you watch us, there's times that out of the 6 players on the court, we got 5 freshmen all at one time. So, there's going to be times that you got to sit through with them with the growing pains. They might do some things that, would drive the spectators or me kind of nuts sometimes, but they're also going to go out and do some just spectacular things. And, as a coach, I always say, when I see them doing something phenomenal, I know they can do it again. We just have to be patient. It's a matter of time.
Final comments?
Final comments is I'm really looking forward to continuing, the conference play in the CCC. I think that we're trending in the right direction, but we got to keep our head down. We got to make sure that we get some good quality practices in, and really focusing on I think a lot of the things that doing things the right way and taking every point by point.
Talk about today's win.
I think it was very necessary for our team to get us back, like, our confidence. I thought our energy was so great. It just felt fun to get back on the court, back home, and just be with the girls that I love the most.
It seems like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
You played 4 times in a month.
I
Yeah.
know.
Talk about just getting back into the swing of things.
I think it was really a good one for us today because it built up our confidence and it's just making us way more consistent. There were so many more pieces that just fell into place, and I think we all really fought for this win, and it was a great one.
If you had to guess, how many kills do you think you had today?
16.
How many do you think you had?
13.
23 and 18.
Oh my God, period!
I think, but more importantly, your hitting percentages. Zahara, I think you hit 370 today, which probably the best you did all year. Izzy, you hit 256.
Hey.
You guys talk about getting into a flow and getting good sets and just putting the ball away.
You got it?
I think getting into a good flow is really essential when it comes to volleyball because during the first set I was definitely I wasn't in the flow. I wasn't playing how I would typically play, and I think as the energy starts to pick up, the flow starts to pick up, and you start playing as a team and less as individuals, and it becomes so much more consistent and fun, and it was just really great.
I agree. I think our flow slowly started getting there. We pushed really hard. The sets were great. We were finding the open spots, both of us, even the middle. So, and we worked a lot of that in practice. So I think it was very vital for us to do it in a game. So it was a great time.
How important is it to translate what you guys are doing in practice into a game, and then also seeing the success as you bring it over into a game?
I think it's really important to bring what you have in practice because practice is the time where you're getting better and you're working at the little kinks that you can see during the games. Obviously, there's so much more we have to work on. We really got to get our right sides and our middles more engaged in the competition. And we've been working that, and the middles hit great today. They really worked. But I think all the little details always build up. So working those in practice makes it so much better.
I agree. We worked on our ball control, our connections with the setter, our energy, and it showed in our game. So I feel it really helps us get back into our groove, get those wins and stuff like that.